This is pretty exciting. We have some Skull Servant action, we have Marincess, and we even have some Shadows Light action. Make sure you smash the crap out of that Skull Servant button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome. You know, Skull Servants, it's one of the few decks that I know players absolutely love to explore, and it doesn't, unfortunately, have good consistency by today's standards, but I mean, that's fine, right? Like, your job is just to be able to get as much consistency down as you can, just to make sure that the deck can actually go. Now, obviously, the Horus package being a free build-up for this deck, I think is actually a huge help. I also do appreciate the fact that we can do Mass Change 2 to actually set up Dark Law in this deck. I mean, hey, anything to make my Skull Servant pile a little bit more consistent. I mean, also 50 cards is not exactly crazy, I think is the right thing to say there. But I do appreciate we're also siding into like an adventure package and Eldritch cards to also kind of make sure that this deck is pretty consistent. Next up here, we have Marincess. Now, if you think you're going to win any free awards with Marincess, your whole deck's lifeline is the Towers monster. If the Towers monster goes down, unfortunately, the game or the deck actually falls apart, and there's not really much that you can do about it. Now, I think that's kind of the problem that a lot of us have with this deck is, oh man, it still looks fun on paper, don't get me wrong, but you know, for as much as like your setup goes, if Nib gets involved, your field actually ends up breaking apart anyway, and you don't really have much of a recovery outside of that. Now, if you had something like an Appaloosa endboard piece that you could make, then I feel like this deck would be a lot better off than it is. I also do like the Stealth Kraken. Stealth Kraken actually does give you an endboard piece at the cost of, you know, 2 level 4 monsters, which, I mean, you could do totally awesome in Shark in the OCG, which, I mean, could be a game changer for this. Next up here, this was the Shadows Light pile, and I actually kind of got a chuckle out of this because I thought this was really, really cool. The vanilla monster that you have on the top left up here is a level 6 dark monster that we can actually use to rotate into some other little funny choices with this list. And we don't really talk enough about how some of these OCG exclusive normal monsters can actually impact deck construction. And unfortunately, I believe this was a Monster Strike collab card that we're never going to actually get the opportunity to get. So kind of a sad day, to say the least. But I do like the fact that, you know, we are seeing things like Shadows Light and Duality actually being haha funny cards that actually do matter. So that's really, really awesome. Next up here, we have Elven Notes with BS. Yeah, you got me to say that correctly. One, the Elven Notes stuff is just going to be really gosh darn good at being anchor pieces. I think that's one of the things I've enjoyed most about how the Elven Notes monsters have just kind of been interacting over time on like a casual setting. It's, well, actually casual and competitive, because these cards actually open up so many cool little extension lines that it's actually really, really cool. We will have to wait and see, though, if this is going to kind of continue to be the case. I mean, we just might be sitting on some abnormalities. Now, with the BES stuff, I mean, you're just using this to put very, very powerful boss monsters on the field. And this deck can do that very, very easily. As far as I recall, some of the power numbers that you get with some of these BES boss monsters actually is pretty huge. And then we've also got, this is another pile. So this actually works, by the way. You are actually able to toggle through multiple different lines with this list. We can actually go through multiple waves here with this to be able to get you access to different play lines, which I do think is to your advantage to take advantage of, because you can Radiant Typhoon pivots you into Invoker, which bridges you into Six Samurai stuff. Six Samurai stuff bridges you into Exita Knight. Then, of course, the Super Quantal stuff can also further bridge you into different pieces, which, once again, people, as we are starting to see these multiple combo line piles come together, there are advantages to playing these ideas. All right. Also, I mean, we get to see that Great Shogun Shien yet once again continues to be one of those very, very good floodgate monsters. Next up here, we have the Spellcaster pile. This is why I'm excited about the Tremor Structure deck, honestly, because we can play things like this. Now, we are a very, very sad long ways off from actually seeing, you know, the true realization of this pile coming together. It's just kind of the sad reality of the situation. It's like, hey, you know, the horror stuff's going to help out with consistency. The Diabellstar stuff. Honestly, if there is a card right now that you should be watching for, you know, as Amina stuff, I would definitely be keeping an eye on Deceptions in Diabellstars, because these cards are going to open up some crazy doors for us to kind of be able to explore additional combo lines. I also do appreciate seeing the Witchcrafter stuff in here. I think that does open up some really fun ideas. So we'll have to wait and see, but this Spellcaster pile is actually crazy. Next up, we actually have what a modern era Weather Painter list looks like. And I really hate to say this, but you've had to cut out all the little techie things that I think made this deck a little bit more exciting. Also, I see we are playing Swords of Concealing Light. There could be slightly more optimization with this. But, I mean, this deck's primary objective for working on the local level was, you know, it was Skill Drain Turbo, basically. You know, you would be relying on Skill Drain to be able to kind of get you that initial setup so you could kind of lock on and actually, you know, your deck is set up. You can go, you can navigate underneath the Skill Drain, but you don't get that now. I mean, this list is also playing Rivalry as a one of, which does work out as well. I mean, you do continue to see a lot of strong consistency here with this. So once again, hey, you know what? Give some Weather Painters some love. Next up here, we have, oh boy, I love the Stardust Assault Mode Turbo decks, man. I do see, though, that we're going with 2 Assault Modes in the list, which is fine. I also do see in here that we've got a nice little proxy slapped in here, but that's fine. You have pieces to actually help you out with that. And also, you know, the Red Nova being the little piece that you could pull together with this is fine. Do I think it's going to win you games? I mean, not realistically, but I think Stardust Assault Mode's just the better boss monster to go to, and especially with the new Assault Mode stuff being major consistency upgrades for the deck. Oh, please. I love seeing, you know, this deck come together. I don't know. Assault Mode has been one of my favorite decks, and I am hoping we will see some more good stuff. Next up, oh, this is another Spellcaster pile. This is actually playing the Relinquish stuff to actually fuse into Millennium Eyes and the new Thousand Eyes. Are you kidding me, man? Who comes up with this stuff and actually has this work out? We've also got access to the Fiendsmith stuff in here as well. As you notice, a lot of these ideas are always going to be throwing around the idea of the Fiendsmith stuff. And it honestly, it does have some merit. I mean, you need consistency pieces to make your deck actually look good. And I do think you get that to a certain degree. Also, this Witchcrafter draw support has been really, really coming up a lot in these lists. So I do think we are going to be seeing a lot of the Witchcrafter stuff actually being a consideration for these pile decks, whether or not, you know, we're close to seeing them completed or not. And then we have some zombie pile for you. I love the Shaddoll fusion in here to actually make the construct in the new fusion monster for Shaddoll going second, because it does actually get you a Foolish Burial into a zombie monster, which that is pretty freaking important, honestly. If you've looked at how good Shaddoll fusion is as an enabler for decks that do have Earth now, it's good stuff. I think it's going to up a lot of the consistency. You also do get to see we are playing Slash Draw, but I mean, we're here for the ideas to see what's coming together. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.